A message to the reader. Many years ago, I began asking questions about how things work in the world, governments, banking, etc. The answers to my questions were not what I wanted to hear. I realized that people in leadership, and those who guide them from behind the scenes, were not altruistic as we would hope they would be, but rather they were greedy, ambitious, and destructive. This book, The Killing of Uncle Sam, was born out of a desire to explore the journey of how we arrived at this place in history. How do we change it? Where do we go from here? To understand history, you must understand people's motivation, not just their actions. After years of traveling the world, trying to help people, I had a hard time grasping how hard-hearted people in positions of power could be. I didn't understand how people could sell out their nations and people just for money. Truly, the love of money is the root of all evil. Pride, greed, and power drive men to do the unthinkable. We have politicians who promise one thing and do another. It seems that many have sold their soul to the highest bidder. How does a legalized system of the private central banks go unchecked? The Ponzi scheme of Bernie Madoff was called the crime of the century, but it was not. The crime of all crimes is the legalized central banking system of the globe, where, with the help of politicians, the banks fabricate money out of nothing and pillage billions of people. The only consolation is that there is coming a day when everyone will give an account of their lives as they stand before Almighty God on Judgment Day, with no lawyer, no lies, no facade, just them and the true record of their life. I come from South Africa, and I always knew something was wrong. I just could not put my finger on it. I found out that the modus operandi of the cabal is to pit people against each other, and then, when they are fighting, dispossess them of their wealth. There are wars and genocide as men fight over the mineral wealth of nations, oil, gold, diamonds, and the list goes on. You will find this book well documented with over 1,000 footnotes. I believe this book will tell the tale of the past 200 years with the common thread throughout being greed and covetousness, the love of money. In this book, you will find quotes from former presidents, prime ministers, mayors, and other leaders trying to warn the people, even though, for the most part, the warnings were overlooked by the masses. You can't see something if you don't know what you are looking for. From Cecil John Rhodes to the present day, nothing much has changed. Many who endeavor to expose the problem and to do something about it are silenced. However, it is time for people to stand up and say enough is enough and draw a line in the sand. As far as we are concerned, we will not tolerate these things while it is our watch. We will stand, expose, speak out, and move to bring about a reformation. We feel so strongly about this that if it means death, then so be it. Our founding fathers, the 56 signers of the Declaration of Independence, were prepared to lose everything for their nation and their freedom, and many did. Out of respect for them, in our generation, we will stand up. It's time. Dr. Rodney M. Howard-Browne, Tampa, Florida, USA.